Hi everyone, welcome back to Brain Dump. I'm Kai. Just want to preface per usual that I am not a mental health professional. I'm just a 20-year-old that's struggled with mental health pretty much my whole life, and I just want to share my personal experiences with these topics. So, I'm sure that we've all seen, or at least heard about the presidential debate that took place a few nights ago. I finally watched the whole thing yesterday because I'm trying to do better about staying educated and actually making the decision for myself of who I want to vote for. In the past, I'd just see whatever the public majority was rooting for, and I'd become a bandwagon without having any prior knowledge on it, and I got my news from social media for a really long time. Ever since this debate, it's like all people have been talking about, and it's never civil. People have their strong opinions, and they're so offended when other people don't agree with them. From that debate, I just heard lie after lie from Donald Trump's mouth, and it just made me realize how much hate he has for other people, and how uneducated he is. Like, it's laughable, because what the actual fuck? I am a firm believer, especially now more than ever, that pretty much everything is political. The government literally puts laws on our bodies, so human rights is a political matter. Our government can determine whether or not we have a right to our bodily autonomy, which is fucking crazy. I'm having a hard time seeing the good in all of this. I wound up deleting Instagram the other day. And I know, Kai, make up your goddamn mind with Instagram, but it's because I was finding myself just reading post after post of people hating and wishing death upon other people simply because they didn't agree with them. And before this debate, I was really good about being on Instagram for like 20 minutes a day tops, but I found myself being fueled by what other people think of all this, and then shitting on anyone that doesn't have the same exact mindset as them. It's just really hard to wrap my mind around it, that some people wake up and literally just choose violence. Like, why have we come to this in the world? Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, but that does not mean you get to shove it down other people's throats or shit on people just because they don't agree with you. I don't give a single fuck who you vote for, because it's not up to me to decide for you or coerce you, but you need to vote, plain and simple. Our basic rights depend on it. Please register to vote, do your research, and be kind to other people. We're not all going to agree on everything. That's just the human existence. And I'm really proud of Gen Z for using their voice and making change, but there's a difference between standing up for what you believe in and just being straight up hateful. We all see so much hate every day, and the election is truly bringing out the worst in people. And people that are spewing this hate out into the world, quite frankly, almost never know what they're talking about. People say, oh, if blah 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 gets elected, then this, or if the other gets elected, then this will happen. But the truth is, we don't know what's going to happen. Politicians can say shit all day long, and say shit that you want to hear, but it doesn't mean that the changes that they're proposing will actually happen. There are so many people that it has to go through in order for change to be made within our government. And people think about it with such a polarizing mindset. Like, if I vote for one candidate, I have to hate the other. Like, that's just not true. You don't have to be hateful just because you don't agree with them. You vote for who you think will be the better option. Seeing the good lately has just been an issue for me, and I don't know, there's just so much negativity in this world, and there are some things that I try to do every day to make me appreciate the good. I saw this YouTube video, and this guy was talking about 3 questions that he asks himself at the end of every day to practice more gratitude. So number 1 is something that made me smile today, 2 is something that I'm grateful for, and 3 is something that I did well. So ever since I saw that video, I've been doing this and making little video diaries, because that's my favorite thing to do. And I think it's a good ritual to have at the end of every day, just reflecting on what you did that day and remembering that you do have purpose, even if it's small. Something else that I've been doing lately is playing basketball, just by myself. I don't have any friends to play with, but I'm always saying how being outside is important, and it is, and it's something that I find fun, that gets me outside, so it helps me see the good. A part of seeing the good was starting to see the good within myself, and it's a mindset shift that I'm not even sure that I can explain, because it just kind of happens after you make that mental effort to change if you know that you're being shitty. Another thing was recognizing that my frustration towards these people will never solve anything. Being a keyboard warrior, it won't solve anything. Arguing, it won't solve anything. Voting? Yeah, that's how we make a change. There are just things that we have to do in order to stay happy in such a cruel world. Not even happy, and that's the sad part, just not miserable. And I feel like cruelty, which is now that I'm thinking about it, a great word to describe the state of the world right now. It's just an attribute of this world. Looking at it like that makes you realize that there are like an infinite amount of attributes to this world. So focus on the attributes that help you keep going and not the things that hold you back. The only thing we can do sometimes is what we can. Just do what you can. Another good aspect that I'm appreciating lately is the fact that I'm not on the social media apps that spew hate. And when I am on them, I know when it's time to get off. I don't think I'm better than anyone for not having any social media. You guys are probably a lot more social than I am, but it's just, right now I think I'm good with just uploading my little monthly photo dump on Instagram from my computer, not on my phone. I don't want it on my phone until the election is over, at the earliest. Then that's just a boundary that I set with myself. So, yeah, that's all I have to say about that for today. Okay, I have a quote of the week, because why the fuck not? It's by Carl Jung. The world will ask you who you are, and if you do not know, the world will tell you. And I'm just gonna let you sit with that, and let that ruminate up in that noggin. Books of the week, I finished Middle of the Night by Riley Sager. I'm gonna give that one 4 stars. It was good. It was good. It was Riley Sager, so of course it was good. But I don't know. It wasn't my favorite by him, you know? So I'm currently reading The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager. And I've, again, been in a reading slump this week, which is weird for me, but I think I'm like 20 pages into that. So it's fresh. It's pretty good so far. All right. Songs of the week. Reckless Driving by Lizzie McAlpine, Don't Delete the Kisses by Wolf Alice, Don't You Think It's Strange by The Wallows, Disaster by Conan Gray, Ash by Ash, Hornet's Nest by Ash, Devil Herself by Ash, and Take It Easy by the Eagles. Oh my god. Wilson. Ash's new album. It's so, oh my god, like, I remember when Ray came out, and I was just so fucking excited, because it was the first album of hers to come out since I was like a fan of her, and I remember that coming out, and just in my mind it was a musical masterpiece, and I don't know how she did it, but she topped it. She topped it with this album. It is so good. There's like no skips, absolutely none. And I think I'm seeing her in concert next week. She's doing a one night only event in Nashville, and I'm gonna get tickets. I'm going. Like, there's no way I'm not going. I will be there. So I'll keep you guys posted about that, but I don't know. Thank you for listening. I appreciate you being here. Remember that you are loved, you are valued, and you are appreciated, and I hope you have a great day. Okay, I love you. Goodbye.